What's up, my brother? Today, I'm gonna rank the worst EX character to the best one, so that you know which EX is actually good in the current meta. Because let's be real, some EX characters are broken, but some of them, even if you play perfect, you still lose. So for this ranking, we're gonna check the strength and weakness of this EX units in the current meta. So enough yapping, and let's start ranking. Alright, so before we jump into the rankings, let me tell you what is SS tier. SS tier is the meta-defining or broken unit. They usually dominate most matchups and hard to counter even with skill. And they can carry games consistently and still top tier even in bad maps or team composition. Next is S tier. This is the strong and reliable meta picks. Very strong but has clear counters. They need some skill or good situation to pop off and still top picks in rank. And next is the A tier. This is units that are good but situational. They can perform well in the right hands or setup or build, but they struggle versus the current meta EX units. And sometimes this unit, they need a map or team advantage just to pop off, okay? Next one is mid tier. These are the units that is outdated, inconsistent, and too many weaknesses. They need perfect condition in order for them to pop off, and they often loses to meta units. Alright, so now let's start with the worst extreme units. But actually, there are units worse than worst, and we're gonna call it the useless EX. So these are the units that just don't work in the current meta. First is Blue Runner Big Mom. By the way, I love this unit, but even after the buff or the character adjustment, she still sucks, okay? Yes, she can ignore the enemy and capture the flag when her HP is 50% or more. Is it bad? No, that's actually good. But here's the problem. She doesn't nullify status effects, not even reduce them, and in the current meta, status effects are everywhere. So before you even capture, you're already stunned, frozen, or dead. So even if her trait is good, she can't even use it properly. That's why she's useless. Next one is EX Runner Oden. This unit can nullify status effects in the treasure area, and yeah, that is good, okay? But what's not good is that he can only ignore the enemy and capture when there's 15 seconds left. My brother, do we need to explain this? Because that is bad though. That is so bad. Imagine waiting the whole match just to be useful. And before you even reach the treasure area, you get one tap. So realistically, you don't even get value from him. That's why he is useless. Next is Runner Yamato. Same problem, she can ignore the enemy while capturing, and her 1 HP trait, it doesn't even matter anymore. Most new EX units can nullify that, so her survivability is gone completely. And if a runner can't survive and can't capture properly, what's the point? So yeah, she's useless. Alright, now let's rank what's left. And this is where things get interesting. And yeah, some of you might not agree with this. So next is Blackbeard V1. This unit looks insane on paper. Extra damage against power users, good heals, everything looks perfect, right? But that's on paper. In the actual meta, he can perform, or he can't perform as a defender. He can survive, yeah, but he can't control the map. No pressure, no real impact on treasure, and that becomes his weakness. So even if you play him well, you are not doing enough. That's why I'm gonna put him, or that's the reason I'm gonna put him in mid tier. Next is Marineford Shanks. He can deal good damage and nullify stun, and that is good against Bluethy. But honestly, that's not enough anymore. He needs survivability, recovery also, and pressure. So in the current meta, he just can't keep up. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in mid tier. Next is Film Red Shanks. Okay, we're not gonna dive deep into this one. He needs a buff ASAP. He can't carry, he can't keep up with the meta, and he can't deal with top EX units. So yeah, a straight mid. Next is Red Defender Big Mom. She's actually one of my favorite defenders, but let's be honest, okay? She needs more. Her skills are good, but in these meta right here, good is not enough. She just can't keep up with the top defenders. So yeah, I'm gonna put her in mid tier. Next is Hybrid Yamato. This unit used to be good, but now she's struggling. You can win some matches, but that doesn't mean she's reliable. reliable. And in this meta, you need consistency. So for that reason, I'm gonna put her in mid tier. Next is Kid-in-Law. Okay, this one is simple. He's mid. You can win with him, yes. You can carry games, not really. He's not a threat anymore, and in this meta, that's a big problem. So yeah, he is mid. Next is Gear 5 V1. Yes, sir. This unit is still fun. You can still play him, you can still troll, but in serious matches, my brother, you are getting cooked. So he's more of a fun unit now, not a competitive unit. So I'm gonna put him in mid tier. Next is Yama Ace. This unit hits like a truck. He can one tap, he can cook, but he struggles against status effects, and that's a big weakness right now. So even if he deals damage, he can't survive enough to carry. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in mid tier. Next is L Shanks, or Light Element Shanks. And let's be real, he needs a buff ASAP. He can't even perform properly as a runner. Most people use him as an attacker, which already says a lot. Like, my brother, if they're gonna buff L Shanks, runners are so cooked, because every runners you have in your team will just fight and not even capture a single flag. So I think they need to stop giving us runner who deals a lot of damage, or runners who actually looks like an attacker. They need to stop that though. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna put L Shanks in mid tier. Alright, now we are getting into the units that can actually perform, but they're not consistent. Next is Roger V1. This unit still hits hard, and that's his strength. His skill 2 is really good, and still good. And in the right hands, he can still cook, but he struggles against current EX units. And he's not consistent. Some games he pops off, some games he doesn't. So yeah, I'm gonna put this unit right here in A tier. He can cook, but don't expect easy wins. Next is Akainu. This unit hits hard and counters green units, right? But same problem. You need to play him properly. You need to time your skills, because once you messed up, you are done. And in this meta with multi-hit skills everywhere, he struggles, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in A tier. Still a good unit though. Next is EX Zoro. I'm a fan of this unit, but let's be real. He's mainly useful against Siren. Outside of that, he struggles. Yes, he can still cook sometimes, but it's not easy anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna put our boy Zoro in A tier. Next is S-Snake. She's strong in some situations. Her teleport makes her useful and she can survive, but she's not a top pick anymore. She depends on team and situation. So yeah, if you have a good runner, you can TP and help that runner, but that's rare. But if you are playing as a team, as an alliance, and the runner knows what he's doing, then yeah, S-Snake is still good. But overall, since we are F2Ps, we don't have good alliance or good teammates, we play solo, I'm gonna put her in A tier. Next is Lucci. I think this unit is overrated, really. He deals good damage, yes. He's insane unit, yes. He's a cool unit, yes, but his status effects not as impactful anymore. A lot of units reduce them now. Reduce 80% of that status effect. Like, it's really useless. So he needs the right setup and the good map, in my opinion, just to pop off. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in A tier. Next is Garb. He's still strong though, but he has clear counters. You need timing. You need good situation also to make him work. Or counter specific units like counter Whitebeard, counter Blackbeard. They are meta units right now. That works well also. But again, it's going to be hard for Mr. Garp right here. So that's why I'm gonna put him in A tier. Next is Sabo. He can still perform well, but he depends too much on Flame Emperor state. Once that's gone, he struggles. For real. And speaking of it's gone, once he got hit by Kizaru, that Flame Emperor state is gone. He is useless after that. So yeah, he's still good, still fun character, still a good character to clutch. So I'm gonna put him in A tier. Alright, now we are getting into the strong units, but yeah, wait till you see the SS tier. Next is Blue Defender Kaido. This unit is actually insane, my brother, and I think he's underrated in the current meta. He gains HP, he stacks defense, he even gets attack just by refilling the treasure gauge. And that is huge in my opinion. He can survive and control the game at some point if you know what you're doing. But I tried him in League, my brother. A level 100 Blue Defender Kaido is different. It's cooking out there. And I was shocked though. This unit, he's good. So I'm gonna put him in S tier. Next is EX Luffy. This unit is still wildin'. He deals a lot of damage and dominates matchups. But he's not that broken in my opinion. He has clear counters, and if you play bad, you will get punished. So yeah, strong but fair. So I'm gonna put him in S tier. Next is Z. He's tanky, still good damage, good against power users, but compared to top defenders, he lacks control in treasure areas in my opinion. He can defend one flag or two flags, but I'd rather use Whitebeard than Z in my opinion. But don't get me wrong, Z is strong, he's still strong, but not top tier in my opinion. But yeah, I will still put him in S tier. Next is Runner Kaido. This one is different. You don't play him like a normal runner. You need a map awareness, yes sir. You need to be smart when using that skill 1. Play him like a rat runner, and he's actually very strong. Still a top pick out there, so I'm gonna put him in S tier. Next is Dark Runner Roger. Still strong, still dangerous, but now he has clear counters. You need skill, you need timing, but he's still a top pick. I'm gonna put him in S tier. Next is Kuzan. Very solid unit, good control, good survivability, good team utility. He still performs well in the current meta. But yeah, he will have a hard time against Kizaru, but I think that is normal. Again, in the current meta, they counter each other, but Kuzan is aging like a fine wine. He's still good. So that's the reason we're gonna put him in S tier. Next is Gear 5 V2. This unit can do everything. He can attack, he can defend, he can capture, especially in the last 30 seconds, you can just defend, but he still has counters, and not just counters, there's a lot of counters out there. So he's not that broken, but very strong in the meta, still popping off, which is nice, which is very, very good. So we're gonna put him in S tier. Next is Siren. Some people think he's struggling, but honestly, as a runner player or as a runner main now, he's still annoying. You don't even need crazy skill when using Siren. You just need map awareness, or just look at the minimap, my brother. Use that minimap, please. And he still performs though. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in S tier. Next is EX Law. A very strong runner, great traits. I love his trait, really. Good performance, and you need skill when using this unit in the current meta right now. But before the buffs, before the Whitebeard buffs, he's just insane. But right now, since again everyone counters each other, it's going to be tough for him, but he's still consistent, which is very, very good when it comes to this type of runners right here. So yeah, we're gonna put him in S tier. Next is Blackbeard V2, and right now he's more of a defender than an attacker, right? Like most of the BB players right now, they use him as a defender, which I'm not against. He helps control flags in my opinion. If you already have 3 flags, you can just run around in a circle, try to guard it, or help your teammate or support the team and deal good amount of damage. He's actually strong in the meta in my opinion. I'm just bad at him, so we're gonna put him in S tier. All right, this next units, these are the ones that just win games. Next is Whitebeard. After the buff or the character adjustment, this unit is insane. He controls runners. He dominates the game, and he can carry matches, which is insane. And I love that this unit is popping off right now. I love Whitebeard, even though I don't have this unit. So please, Mr. Tanapi, rig my account. I just love Whitebeard. I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna put him in SS tier. You still need one Whitebeard in your team. Still top pick out there. Next is Kizaru. This unit is still broken, fast, hard to counter at some point, and dominates matchups. Even in bad situations now, even in my M2P, he is performing good. So this unit is getting buffed, not directly buffed this unit, but he's getting buffed by the meta. All right, the meta is buffing this unit. He's just crazy good right now because his counters is getting countered. That's why he's running around freely out there, and that's why Gear 5 V2 is popping off. But overall, we just need to give it to Kizaru. He's still in SS tier. And finally, News J. We all know this unit is busted even with counters. he still dominates, and it's hard to stop this unit though, really. He can carry games and perform in any situation, even with his counters. And you know what, to be honest, I have a feeling that Noose J will have the same treatment like Kizaru. He will stay in the meta, he counters Straw Hat Pirate, runners, and he's tanky, and he deals a lot of damage. I think that this type of unit right here will stay in the meta for quite some time. Unless Mr. Tenapicer will give us a busted Bounty Fest unit that hard counters Noose J. But overall, I have a feeling that, yeah, the meta will also buff this unit in the future. So we need to give it to Noose J. He's still in SS tier. And alright, that's my full EX ranking from worst to best. And I already know some of you will disagree, so tell me, who is the most overrated EX right now, or what is your worst to best EX? Let me know in the comments, and you know the drill. Stay salty and stay awesome, and salty rock. Now signing off.